皆さんこんにちは。アフィニティ留学のタクです。今回もイギリス語学学校ツアーやっていきたいと思います。イエーイ。というわけでですね、今回はオックスフォードにお邪魔しているんですけど、オックスフォードの語学学校を4つ続けて紹介していきたいと思います。そしてまず1校目なんですけど、こちらキングスオックスフォードさんを、紹介したいと思います。すでにブライトン、ロンドン校さんをご紹介しているんですけど、こちらもねアートクラスが非常に有名な校舎さんではあるんですけど、残念ながら今回はちょっとお見せすることができないんですけど、今回は一般の英語クラスを皆さんに、お見せできる範囲でしていきたいと思いますので、概要欄にありますアフィニティ留学まで無料でお問い合わせ可能ですので、ぜひお気軽にご相談ください。それでは早速学校ツアーやっていきたいと思います。
アフィニティ留学の中里です。弊社ではイギリス全土300校以上の語学学校を手数料無料でご案内しています。私をはじめブリティッシュカウンシル認定のカウンセラーが学校や料金、ビザのことまで個別に相談に乗っておりますので、ぜひお気軽にお問い合わせください。この動画が参考になったという方、ぜひチャンネル登録と高評価よろしくお願いします。
それでは、今回一緒に学校ツアーをしていただくスタッフさんを紹介したいと思います。マークさんです。
こんにちは、皆さん。キングスオックスフォードへようこそ。私の名前はマーク。英語で、英語でいいですか？
お願いします。
ありがとう。Welcome everybody to seeing King's Oxford. We're located here in the heart of Oxford city centre. Oxford is a great location, very historical, of course linked to Oxford University, and we're right in the centre, so a lot of the Oxford University buildings and colleges and also parks are very close to where we're located, so it's an excellent location for studying English in the UK.
Yes. さあ早速始めていきましょう。Let's go.
Okay, let's come inside and have a look. So welcome again. This is our reception area. This is where students can relax and get information about social activities. Let me take you through. This is Julianne. Hello. Julianne is a key member of the team on the activities program management side and also student services. And here we have some examples of activities. Julianne, would you like to information about how this works, how it changes? And you can see some examples for this week. Going through the week and then weekend activities here, but it changes from week to week, and I'll let Julianne explain in more detail.
Yes, so every week, this week is slightly different as there was a public holiday on Monday in the UK, but most weeks we have sports twice a week, so football is usually on Mondays, and then on Thursdays we do either indoor or outdoor sports. This will be volleyball, badminton, basketball. Sometimes a little dodgeball game takes place. We will do something cultural once a week. This week was the Oxford Prison and Castle. That can change. We can do tours of Oxford colleges, maybe a Harry Potter tour if anyone is interested, as well as different museums and art spaces. And on weekends, we will sometimes do a trip to another city. This weekend, as it's the end of summer and it was a short week, we're not doing anything, but usually it will be London, Bath, Brighton, Bournemouth. Actually, we haven't gone to Bournemouth in a while, or Cambridge. So this changes every week. We also open to suggestions from anybody if you join and you'd like to try something in the UK.
So here's one of our classrooms during the break time. Each classroom is a little bit different but similar in that we have the interactive whiteboard, we have some student work here on the wall. These are from student projects and often things to do with language such as verbs and so forth. The room is set up for 14 students. So we also have the sort of colours, typical King's, nice bright colours, which I think helps to create a pleasant and relaxed atmosphere. So yeah, one example of a classroom. Hello, so one unique thing about King's Oxford is that we are also the IELTS examination test centre for the Oxfordshire region, and this is the room where the computer-based IELTS test is taken. So students come here usually on a Friday, on different days, and take the IELTS test. using these computers, and as I say, students from all over Oxfordshire, from many different schools, send their students here. So yeah, that's one of the unique features about King's Oxford. Hello again and welcome to our Alfred Street Annex. This is an additional building where we have some more English language program classrooms, so please come in. And here we have our reception. This is EJ, who is one of our valued members of the team. And this is a little reception area here, and we have classrooms upstairs. Shall we go up, have a look? So here we have one of the classrooms, and there are two more upstairs. This is usually where we have the higher level students. Level 6 upper intermediate and level 7 advanced. So here's another classroom, actually at the moment not being used. This room we can open it out and make a very big room if we want to, like have a party or gathering, something like that. So we can join these two rooms together.
Air conditioner as well.
With air conditioning too, which is important for the summer, yes. So here we have the English language program department. We have two buildings actually, St Michael's building and also Alfred Street. Alfred Street is very close, about 5 minutes walk away. This is where we do all of the general English programs and also specialist English related courses like exam preparation, the Cambridge exams, IELTS exams are very popular, and also we are the IELTS test centre for the Oxfordshire region. So that's a really important part of it. And of course things like speaking, conversation classes and pronunciation and also vocabulary, but yeah, a mixture of general English and specialist courses here in the city centre. But that's only one side of King's. The other side is what we call the academic side. So this is more for, the academic side is more for university preparation, taking the equivalent to high school examinations for students from all around the world. That's in a big site with a big canteen area and outdoor space and lots of classrooms. And they follow according to terms, so they go from September right through to June and July, and then they have their summer holiday. But of course the English language program runs all year round. In fact, we have our peak period or our busiest period, of course, right in the summer in July and August. And right now we're just coming to the end of that. In terms of the student numbers, our student numbers go up a lot to around about 170, 180 in the summer, and most of the rest of the year around about 80 students. In this building here we have 8 classrooms, and in Alfred Street we have 4 classrooms, so that's 12 classrooms for the English language program, and the maximum number of students per room is 14. There are 3 aspects to studying here. There's of course the lessons, but also the social activities program is very, very important. That's a great way to find out more about the UK, about Oxford, make new friends, talk with people from different levels and so on. But also the accommodation side is very, very important. We have a mixture of homestay families, very good families who we carefully, student residences and different types of accommodation for different ages and for different interests and so on. And they're mainly in the city centre. The accommodation is all in the city centre, and the homestay families are around Oxford, as close as possible to our colleges. The average age changes according to whether it's summer or the rest of the year. Most of the year I would say the average age is probably around about 20, maybe 21, because we have some students who are in their 20s or 30s, but a lot of students are university age, around about 18, 19, 20, 21. In the summer we have more younger students who are age 16, 17, so the average age drops maybe to about 18 or 19 in the summer. But there's no maximum age. Sometimes we have people studying here who are in their 50s or 60s or even 70s, and the minimum age is 16.
So the last question is, what is Oxford? what is a good point for Oxford to studying and living?
So I think the best thing for international students coming to Oxford is it's an education city. It's a very famous university city. You know, it's one of the most famous university cities. So there are thousands of university students here. There are a lot of international students here. There are a lot of libraries, there are a lot of colleges and museums and beautiful parks. But there are a lot of educationally related infrastructure or facilities here. So it's an excellent place for international students to come to study together, but also to perhaps visit the university. Perhaps if students are thinking of studying in the UK, they might want to study in Oxford. There are two universities in Oxford. There's the oldest Oxford University. There's also a more modern, more contemporary Oxford Brookes University, which is also excellent. But of course, it's also a good central location. So it's easy to travel to London. It's easy to travel to Birmingham or Scotland or Bristol or Brighton or Bournemouth. It's very central. So it's a great place actually to visit other places in the UK. If you're thinking maybe of perhaps studying in Manchester or Edinburgh, then Oxford is actually, in fact, of all the King's schools, King's Oxford is the most central. So in that way, it's the best location to travel around the UK from. There is actually a link with Harry Potter as well, which some students are very keen on because some of the original films were filmed in one of the colleges here, Christ Church College, the dining hall and the staircase and some scenes. So some students come here especially because they want to visit these places